I got to get right into it. At this time yesterday, I was telling you guys that I was going to go do hot yoga yesterday for the very, very first time. I've done a little bit of regular yoga, air-conditioned yoga.
AC yoga.
Right. But I got invited by a buddy of mine to join him at a hot yoga class at a place called Pure Yoga, which is on Burnett, almost to 183. You know where Waterloo Ice House is on Burnett Road? It's kind of right behind that. And I had never done this, didn't know. I knew what to expect. I knew it was going to be hot, and I knew it was going to be difficult. That's what I knew. But I was like, why not? I'm trying to mix up my workouts just a little bit. You kind of get tired of doing the same old thing. So I thought, hey, a little flexibility could help. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. First thing, my buddy failed to tell me it was a 90-minute class.
Ooh, that's long.
Yeah.
Especially you're a newbie.
Yeah, I thought an hour, hour be great. Hour and a half. Well, I'm already in his car when I realized that when he tells me, oh no, it's an hour and a half.
Ooh.
So we make our way over to Pure, and great people. I want to give a shout out to Marty, she's one of the owners, and the instructor, her name was Beth. And what I liked about it is that it wasn't all like yoga-y, like with
spiritual.
Yeah, it was very much instructional, telling you what to do, not all, and now let the vada blue into your, you know what I mean? And
right.
It wasn't that, but 105 degrees in the studio, and there were 15 people there, and I was surprised. There were 6 guys in that class. I was really surprised. First 20 minutes, I'm like, all right, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. Some of this I can do. I'm going to make my best effort for all of these movements, right? I'm going to try my best. But boy, at about 40 minutes, I'm
You're done, huh?
I'm dripping in sweat. My heart is pounding. My body is just fatigued. My legs are shaking. And they told me before, like, look, do what you can and, just rest. If you can't do it,
you got to take a break.
Yeah.
There's some moves that I'm just like, I don't know how people are doing it.
I don't either. But then I kept thinking, if I keep doing this, I'll get better and better. And there's some unbelievable people. And you got to be careful in a yoga class, if you're a dude, to not gawk. You know what I mean? To not get caught looking at girls.
At a hot chick? Or just the moves they're able to pull off?
Yeah, because you want to see the moves that they're able to do. Right. But at the same time, you don't want to be like a pervy dude in a yoga class. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I was impressed with it. But man.
You were nervous leading up to it. Like
I was.
Like when he was at the house, he was real kind of, I go, you getting a little nervous for yoga? And he's like, a little bit. I go, is it because you're afraid you're going to toot? He's like, no, not that. I was like, you're going to be fine. And then I was all good luck when he left. And he's like, why do I need good luck? Like he was real freaked out by it.
Right. It was hard. You know what it was that I was thinking about? It was difficult, not hard. Does that make sense? It was very difficult. It was hard too, but it was one of the hardest things I've done that I can't wait to do again.
Right? It's like being the cold plunge.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I need to get back on the yoga train. You feel good immediately.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like going and lifting weights where you just feel sore and frustrated and in pain and all that. And then you slowly get gains. Mm-hmm. Don't you feel like you just immediately a little bit better? Like you just moving. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you feel more bendy by the end of the class? More flexible?
I don't know, Trish, because my muscles were quivering and screaming so much at me. I mean, you use parts of your body you never seem to use or stretch out when you do it. And, the heat is one thing. You kind of get used to that, right? It's hot. It is what it is. But then it starts to beat you down towards the end. It's like, oh my God, it's so hot.
Were you shirt or no shirt guy?
Oh, I wore a shirt. I'm not going to terrify the nice people in the yoga class.
There's a lot of, the place I go, there's a lot of dudes with no shirt.
I was the only guy in a shirt in there because I'm all hairy and my back is, people don't need to see. You know what I mean? They don't need to see
no shirt?
What's that, Tricia?
David went no shirt?
Yeah. David went no shirt too.
Really?
Yeah. But it was kind of funny. So we get done with it. So my buddy David picked me up, and we went together and we got done with our yoga class. Stay with me on this. And then he had to pick something up at Trader Joe's over on Great Hills Trail. So then we go to Trader Joe's. Then we get back into his Tesla to drive home. I go, my God, David, we are Austin hipsters. We went and did hot yoga, Trader Joe's, and now we're driving home in your Tesla. It's like we're 28-year-old hipsters in Austin right now.
All that's missing is those man buns.
Exactly. We were totally Austin hipsters yesterday.
If you could have had a capper at Soho House, that would have been.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Done our peptide injections. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you, if this is something you ever want to check out, try, I would highly recommend Pure Yoga because they're very welcoming. They're not snotty. You know what I mean? They're very cool and they're encouraging for newcomers because that can be an intimidating thing to do because you're doing a class with other people that could have been studying yoga for 20 years, you know, and they're really good at
skill levels.
Right. But
do they do that thing? The one that always freaks me out when they say flip your dog.
I didn't have to flip a dog.
You do a down dog and then you flip it and you go over and back.
And you're doing an arch.
Yes. That always freaks me out. Flipping your dog.
I'm going to pay attention to flipping the dog, and that's for sure. But I did realize...
You're not ready to flip the dog yet, Sandy.
And I know I'm going to take a bunch of crap from Tricia, but I've got a bad right shoulder that needs to be replaced, and I had no idea there'd be so much shoulder movement in yoga. So anyway, it's great. Pure Yoga. Thanks again to Marty and to the instructor, Beth. They were great, and I'm sure they would love to have you two join us if you'd like to come and namaste it up.
I definitely want to go, for sure.
Only if there's Trader Joe's and a Tesla involved.
1031austin.com. This is the JB and Sandy Show on Austin's 80s station 103.1. Text us at 737-301-9600.
Still to come on the show today, there is a scam that is going around that very intelligent friend of mine fell for and wired $3,500. All right. We'll tell you what that scam is in just a little bit. Also, there is a raffle for a hill country piece of property, JB. Is that right? A campsite?
Yeah. A $10 ticket could get you into a $7 million property.
Details coming up.
The stories we love.
Matthew McConaughey, Austin's own. He's everywhere right now. He's out promoting his new book, Poems and Prayers. He recently did an interview with People magazine, and when the interviewer asked him about his political aspirations, which he kind of shut down back in 2021 when it first came up, he said he's thinking about it again. He said he might actually consider running for governor or some sort of political office as soon as all three of his kids are old enough, are grown. Right now, they're 12, 15, and 17. So he said he's thinking about what areas he could be most useful in. He said he's not going to go for the highest office, but definitely governor, something that he's thinking about, but he's not doing it till his kids are gone.
Better person than me, because if I had McConaughey's success, a lot of the politicians out there are already really successful business people or whatever, and they've got enough money. Why would you get into that? Right? Why would you want to make your life difficult?
Right.
When that's what I'm saying. Better than me. Better public service. Okay. I'm not interested.
I mean, he could win. People laughed with Reagan and Schwarzenegger,
and Trump. They laughed at Trump.
Right.
Name ID. That's what it is.
Yeah.
People know who you are.
And I feel like when he's dipped his toe into politics in the past, like when he went and spoke at the White House after the Uvalde shootings, which were awful, I feel like he's just getting the nice side of politics because he's shiny, famous Matthew McConaughey.
And everyone's nice to him.
Yeah, everybody's nice to him because they're a little starstruck by him. Then I think if he were to be elected and really get into it, those sentiments turn very quickly in politics.
Oh, yeah. They'll dig up all the dirt on you. They hire people, opposition research, where they dig into your past and find out every little stupid thing you did in your whole life to see if they can hold it against you in a commercial. Right?
They kind of already know his stuff, though.
Yeah, whatever they could dig up on McConaughey, no one would care.
Right.
True. I mean, the
Yeah.
bongo thing, no one cares.
No,
All right, that was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the stuff he says, though, I'm like, yeah, logic. That sounds logical. That sounds smart. I mean, I would definitely consider voting for him if he ran.
Yeah, but part of me feels like Matthew is acting all the time. Like every interview you see, or even any conversation, like he was on Joe Rogan recently, and I listened to about 20 minutes. It's all I could take because I was like, this sounds like an act to me. Like you're putting on a show.
He's being a character. Or a caricature of himself. That is what he's become a bit.
Yes, I would agree with that. Yeah. So,
I feel like that's him. I feel like that's who he is.
It's gotten on thicker and thicker and thicker in the last 5 years, I think.
as far as being a philosopher.
It's just so over the top. Like
he is very introspective, philosophizer.
I mean, it's hard to complain. He's likable.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
But I know what you mean. In a long form interview, you're like, is he being genuine or not?
Right. I would take it more seriously in this if he ran for city council or ran for a school board and did something like that first before dipping into statewide politics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like for a little bit of experience.
Yeah. Something, I don't know. We'll see. It'll never happen though. I think this is just it's a great way to get your name out there to promote your book.
Maybe Woody Harrelson will run against him.
Boy, or maybe they run together as governor, lieutenant governor, or something like that.
Weed would be legal within 5 minutes.
You're right. It would be. So we'll see what happens with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the story we love. Stick around. How'd you like to buy a $10 raffle ticket and win an amazing piece of property in the hill? Is it in the Hill Country or Dripping Springs, JB?
Hill Country.
In the Hill Country. We'll tell you how you can do it coming up.
1031austin.com.
This is the JB and Sandy Show on Austin's 80s station 103.1. Text us at 737-301-9600.
This has a little bit of if it's too good to be true to me, but we're going to tell you how you can spend $10 and win a big piece of property in the Hill Country in just a second. We've got a chance for you to win $1,000 at 9:00. All right, so be listening. And don't forget this weekend, Longhorns taking on Florida in Gainesville, Florida. Catch the game here on Austin's 80 station, 103.1. Craig Way will have the call. So this is an interesting way to sell a piece of property, and that is via Raffle.
Yeah, it's a Hill Country glamping site. So it's in Wimberley. I just looked up the address. This couple is rather than selling it, they're raffling it off. I've heard of things like this happening before, and people can actually end up making more money. Now, $10 tickets, and you could win a $7 million property. It's full of like glamping sites, tents and cabins and stuff like that. 46 acres in Wimberley. I mean, geez.
46.
Right?
That's amazing. Yeah, they're saying that it's a growing trend among Hill Country properties, a creative sales method that they're trying. There's another one on Lake LBJ. It's a $4 million home that you can buy a raffle ticket for and potentially win. Didn't you say that they sometimes make more money that way than the sale price of the house if they
can, yeah.
sold it outright?
I mean, just for the $7 million, you got to sell 700,000 tickets.
That's right.
I mean, selling 700,000 of anything is hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
it'll be an interesting thing to follow. I think I'll get a ticket just for fun. And
you won, dude. You've got quite a history in raffles, though. You won a car.
I did win a car.
What? When?
Yeah.
I don't know, 20 years ago.
Gave it away too.
What? What is happening? What kind of car did you win?
I won a '58 Pontiac Star Chief, which is kind of like a Bel Air.
Oh, okay.
It was a big old giant 50s car. And then I didn't give that one away. I gave away my 63 F100.
Oh, that's
like
right.
Charity or these charity raffles.
Yeah, I gave it away to a charity raffle.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to buy one, JB. You could win that property.
I wouldn't mind hanging out in Wimberley.
Yeah, but then what are the property taxes on that? I mean, if you're trying to get a place with a $10 ticket, can you really swing the property tax?
Yeah, I know. This Instagram post said it generated, what was it, 200 and...
Like 50 grand?
Yeah, it wasn't as much as you would think.
As far as cash flow.
268,000 last year is what they brought in operating it. It's like, to pay the taxes on it. Maybe that's why they're selling it. It's like, man, we're grinding, doing all this camping and barely paying the taxes on it.
But I don't understand, like, why not, if it's worth $7 million, sell it. Why would you not sell it for $7 million? I don't know if I understand the upside for the seller for the raffle. Like you said, Sandy, you'd have to sell 700,000 $10 tickets.
There must be some tax loophole.
That's what I was wondering, if there's some sort of tax benefit to it, or capital gains tax or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm putting into Grok right now, what's the upside of raffling a piece of property versus selling? Let's see what it says. Hang on.
They are doing, if you enter the promo code when you buy it, Texas Fund, 10% of the proceeds will go to support victims of the Kerr County flood. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, that's cool.
Here's what it says. Below is a breakdown of the potential upsides of raffling a property, assuming compliance with local laws and regulations. Raffle can attract a wider pool of participants, including those who may not afford the full market price of the property but are willing to buy the tickets. Okay, that's obvious. Traditional sales typically target buyers within the financial capacity or access to loans, potentially limiting the audience group. Higher revenue, but you gotta sell a lot of tickets. Ticket sales can generate immediate cash flow as participants purchase tickets over a set period. There you go. Potentially providing funds before the raffle concludes that can be used for covering cost or debts tied to the property. Okay, so you're selling the raffle tickets, right? And as the tickets come in, you're getting the cash, right? So you're getting immediate access to the money, knowing that you're going to give the property away. So you can then use the money that's coming in from the raffle to pay off debt, to pay off whatever you need, or make improvements or whatever. So maybe, to me, that seems to be the biggest upside of it. But sure, it's a big gamble.
Yeah, it is.
To sell enough tickets to do it. How do you get a ticket, JB?
You know what? I'm just trying to make sure this hasn't wrapped up. It's hard to tell, but it's
that would suck if it does.
the Utopian, YURTOPIAN.com on Instagram. The Utopian, YURTOPIAN, if you want to look into it.
All right. Good luck. Get your tickets. Tricia, you going to buy one or you going to stick with the lotto?
No, I'm going to buy one. That's a little lottery-ish. I'm in. I got to win something.
1031austin.com.